No, sir. I've quit drinking.
You've seen the error of your ways.
No, I just can't afford it.
That's cute. I remember when I had my first beer.
Yes, sweetheart, I have a rare condition which requires me to drink one of those every 15 minutes, please.
Yeah, well, give me a fucking drink. Move it, you little prick.
I'm sorry, Bruce. These boys get that syrup in them. They get a little antsy in their pantsy. They just can't keep them under control.
Cheers. Welcome back to Reels, Booze, and Bros, a.k.a. RB2. I'm your host, Jag. I'm my co-host, Brian. Nick will not be joining us tonight. He's unavailable. Sorry, Nick. We wish you can make it with us. But we have our real bro friends, Kev and Shane, with us tonight. Gentlemen, bros. Woo!
You guys want me to make you some sandwiches?
What's with you and the fucking sandwiches?
If that wasn't a segue into what we're going to be doing next, it is actually Bad Santa. So we guys can give you an idea of what we'll be doing. But tonight, we are reviewing Bad Santa. But before... Our previous podcast was Die Hard. Hope you tuned into it. It was one of the greatest Christmas movies ever. Am I right? Let's go around table. Shane?
I concur.
Yeah.
I watched it today.
Yeah.
I also agree. We all learned a very valuable lesson. Shoes off after the plane ride. So the bitch was right.
He was. And Brian?
No, I'll die on my sword. It's not a Christmas movie.
You're a fucking asshole.
There's always got to be one.
It's not just a Christmas movie. If it is, it's the best Christmas movie ever.
That's right. So it was the, but also the, what was it? What
I
did we
didn't
go for
realize Jay's
scenes?
wearing his Die Hard shirt.
I am wearing a Die Hard shirt. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfuckers. So the scene in the air duct vent. Great. What do you think? Huh? Christmas ornaments going on everyone's Christmas tree?
If you want to feel like a TV
It's on mine. Made one for work, too.
I see. All right, so moving on. So that was Die Hard, but as I stated earlier, we will be doing Bad Santa. God damn, this movie's great. But first, the booze. I decided to go a quick little, make it somewhat Christmassy with Shiner Holiday Cheer, excuse me. Very, very, very light beer. My favorite light beer of all time. It is from Shiner Bock. This is it only comes down during the winter time. I remember when I lived in Texas, you can only get like one 6-pack at a time, and it was so fucking hard to get it. Everyone like loved it.
Shiner's from Texas, right? That's why the brewery.
Yeah,
It's
Shiner.
so dark.
Yeah. So it's like, what is it, like a 4%, 5%, 5.5%? I gotta look at it. It's not
5.4.
Yeah, 5.4. Excuse me. And it's brewed with peaches and pecans, or pecans, and up north we like to say. Yeah, great beer. I said very easy to go down. I feel like you can drink this all year round because it'd be a nice summer beer, but it only comes out during the holidays. I usually buy a huge case of it, and I stock up, and this is the end of it. So you guys can enjoy. I has it right there in the booze cam, and also a great fan of ours, the Reels, Booze, and Bros sign we got here going on. It's very nice. I'm trying to figure out how to prop it up. What's best? Our studio, which is my children's playroom.
The dryer rack is really
Yeah, this shamble thing is a dryer rack in the back. You know, we've got limited budgets going on. So, but from Jay Weezy, appreciate it, man. That's a great Christmas gift you got for us, and a great fan of the show. So he'll be listening tonight. He might be on. I hope he doesn't get kicked. I'm trying to make him a mod. Because he gets kicked every fucking single time going on. But anyway, Kevin and Shane brought us some great beers we're heading up later because this one's just about done. Goes down. This is a pre-beer before the real beer.
beer before the beer.
Reception?
Yeah, reception. All right, so let's move on. Background on the movie. So Bad Santa is a 2003 American Christmas black comedy film directed by Terry Zwigoff and written by Glenn Ficarra and John Requa. It stars Billy Bob Thornton with a supporting cast of Tony Cox, Lauren Graham, Brett Kelly, Lauren Tom, John Ritter, and Bernie Mac. John Ritter, R.I.P. It was Ritter's last live-action film appearance before his death on September 11th, 2003. The film was dedicated to his memory. The Coen brothers are credited as executive producers. The film was released in the United States on November 26, 2003, and was screened at the 2004 Cannes Film Festival. It received positive reviews and was a commercial success. Duh. So, an unrated version was released on DVD on March 5th, 2004, and on Blu-ray on November 20, 2003 as Badder Santa. Director's Cut DVD was released in November 2006. It features Zwigoff's cut of the film, including an audio commentary with him and the film's editor, which is 3 minutes shorter than the theatrical cut and 10 minutes shorter than the unrated version. A sequel, Bad Santa 2 was released on November 23rd, 2016, and failed to match the critical and commercial success of the original. All right. And let's see, the Metacritic reviews, IMDb, Rotten Tomatoes. Let's see, Rotten Tomatoes, 78% on Tomato Meter, 75% on the audience score. IMDb, 7 out of 10. Metacritic, Metascore, 70 out of 100. User score, 8.7 out of 10. Those are they seem pretty much around the same of the boards. Surprisingly, the Metacritic user score of 8.7 higher, I guess. I don't know. So,
Who gives a shit?
who gives a shit? I just, we'd like to throw them out there and totally bash them because they're not even close to my awesome scale of rating. So let's go around the table. Let's go, Shane. What do you got for? What do you think of reviews?
I'm going with the user score on this one. The 8.7 is crushing it. I love this fucking movie. It's so funny. The first time I saw it, I watched Bad Santa, so I got the full-fledged,
Oh yeah.
all raunchy version, and it was fucking great. I laughed my ass off. So, as we're watching this right now. But, yeah, the characters in this just kill it. It's the dialogue, everything's just hilarious. I love it.
Okay, so Kev, what do you think?
So I suck. So I have never seen this movie before until like 12 hours ago when I was watching it. So I mentioned to Brian last week. I was like, I've seen like bits and pieces, but I never saw the whole thing from start to finish.
Yes, that's correct.
So as someone going into the movie fresh, this movie fucking ruled. I thought it was going to be stupid. It was actually a lot funnier than I thought it was going to be. It was a lot dirtier than I thought it was going to be. There's a whole lot of butt fucking going on. People won't be shitting right for months. So I thought it was fantastic. It's great. Maybe this is the best Christmas movie of all time now. But no, for me, I would say if I'm going to go like I was thinking either like around an 8.5, but yeah, I'll just copy Shane. So I'll just copy the Metacritic score or whatever it was, of 8.7 now. So yeah, just borrowing from the Shane system. It's okay.
That's it. And Brian, your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I'm pretty much in agreement with them. Like, I'm an 8.5 on my...
Is it a Christmas movie?
What lessons did you learn, Brian?
You ain't gonna shit right for a week. But yeah, everyone in this movie is great. Billy Bob Thornton. The more I watch this movie, like, I think he's like really good, but at the same time, he may be like the worst person in the movie. We get into that later on, but like I think everyone else in their roles was just so good that it was just like, all right, someone had to be the worst in it, but whatever. But yeah, it's hysterical. If it's on, it's fucking April and it's on, I'm watching a movie, so I don't really give a shit.
It's gotta be the dirty version.
Yeah.
I'm watching this on TBS.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not, But maybe for one scene. We can get into that later. But so we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, for me, I forgot how goddamn funny this movie is. I knew it was funny, but I rewatched it. I'm fucking in tears at like several scenes. Like this fucking stupid scene. Just sneezes chocolate.
He never cleans it off. Maybe we just do a quick one of these.
Oh man, it's just like this. There's like such simple.
Watch the toenails, kid.
Without a doubt, like this is another quote-heavy movie. Another like scenes were very tough. It's more like smaller scenes, not really big scenes going on. But it's just so good. It's just so funny. And that poor obese little child. He's just called. I looked at his name.
Is Thurman Merman.
Thurman Merman. But like he's on IMDb, he's just called the kid.
Yeah.
So, kid.
They only say his name once, and it's always like the kid. The kid.
I got my report card. What do you think? All C's and shit.
You got 1B.
Yeah, 1B up.
Oh, was there? I didn't even see. I thought it was
the first one was a B. Everything else is a C.
Oh my god, that poor bastard.
Hey loser. Hey fat ass.
So I have to.
That 1B makes him above average. So there you go.
It's snot running down. This poor fucking kid. I like you just like fall in love with him. Like you feel so bad. And I don't know. It's such a good movie. Everyone was cast perfectly.
Is that your underwear? Most of it.
And, yeah, I just watch it. Plain and simple. I can't go further going on.
It's a Christmas classic.
Well, let's get into it as we're going here. Let's go favorite scenes. I want to start off with I love the beginning monologue where he's just in the bar. just talking about how fucked up his entire life. And then I kind of equate that to like the whole entire operation. You get the idea of what's going on this movie's about. You're like, Bad Santa, what the fuck does that mean? It's just, you think Santa's drunk from the promos from when it was actually released, but it's a heist movie where they steal shit. It's a great gimmick. It's like in the 90s, I guess, where it takes place, where they have the little person go in there.
They have an actual
little person as an elf. Stay back and hide as like either a snowman or in the air ducts, or hide in the air ducts to do his to do. I fucking laugh in the movie. Again, we have the movie in the background as always. This might be a huge distraction. You know, to like stay back and disarm the alarm before it even goes off, and they just steal everything that's in the goddamn store. And then I just said before, I love when the kid sneezes on his face of the chocolate milk. I'm sorry, the chocolate ice cream, and I love when Willie Santa beating up the bullies from the kid.
Get that too.
And fuck. And the boxing ring scene. I want to explain that further later on. I'm pretty sure everyone has that in here.
Yeah.
But we'll just concur that we all have it. Then when everyone's done their scenes, I like to go further in depth. Dissect that scene, so to speak. So, Brian, what you got for scene stuff like that?
Pretty much what you had. Like, I didn't really write scenes down, so I'm just going like off the top of my head for the scenes. Because like we were saying before, it's just like real quick. But I do love like the interactions between Willie and Marcus pretty much all the time, because they're like comedic gold together. But also I do like the scenes with was it John Ritter and and Bernie Mac, just because John Ritter seems like he's so uncomfortable, like trying to like, he plays like the perfect guy for that character, where he's just like trying to say the most politically correct thing, and he's just like
the little Billy Barty.
He's like PC principal, but like not like but before it, everything's going on. So.
It's so fun. Like shit was hysterical. So those were good. What else did I have? I'm drawing a blank right now, but I don't know. Get back to me. I could just jump in because there's just a couple of good ones in there. Like I said, I didn't write anything down for him, but it's just like even the scene we're watching right now with the one guy just staring him down.
Samir.
Yeah.
Not gonna work here anymore.
I'm saying a quick part of the beginning where the guy was just like, he gets kicked out of the fucking bar at the beach. He just
Love that part.
Just chugs. All right, fuck you.
Yeah, all right. So yeah, that scene itself is just like, oh, he's down in Miami. Oh, I guess he's got a job. He looks like, because he's cutting the limes and lemons, and he's putting it underneath the station, and you're like making a drink. I'm like, oh, all right, next thing you know, hey,
change his life.
hey, get away from my fucking bar!
I fucking tell you.
And he hurry up and chugs the drink.
They're like right after that scene, though, like after he runs away, he's like, asshole. And then he's just sitting there eating a corn dog, watching the girls play volleyball.
Oh god.
I see. All right, Shane, what you got?
That whole beach scene, I just fucking love. It just cracks me up every time. And what going along with what Brian said with John Ritter, like John Ritter and Bernie Mac, their banter when they're having conversations, and then when Billy Bob and Marcus are having with Bernie Mac too.
Yeah.
Like all those scenes are gold.
But even Marcus talking to Bernie Mac were hysterical as well.
Yeah,
I'm 3 foot fucking tall.
Not at 2 pounds, motherfucker.
Draw me a picture of how this works.
The other scene that I really love is he's at the house already, and he sees off the girl, and he's like shit-faced, so he eats the kid's entire advent calendar. He like chugs his beer and then passes out. Like just the camera angle is just great because it's just boom. I love it. It's so funny.
I think that's
how it
because
follows him.
I think it's all
Great cinematography up there with Citizen Kane.
I think that's because it's relatable, because we've probably all been there, minus eating the advent calendar, but just having and then you just fucking pass right the fuck out, and you're like, you wake up and the kid's screaming, and he's like, wow, what the fuck?
Oh yeah. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Pickle.
But very relatable. We've all been there.
Next beer. Before we go, so you guys, your thoughts real quick on the Shiner Cheer. Not bad, right?
Yeah, it grows on you.
Yeah, I've had this before. It's good. Yeah.
Good, right? Good. Thank you.
Listen, I've had this before, but I never saw the movie before, so it balances out.
So, all right. So, Kev, your fresh take on this. Favorite scenes?
So when I have a couple of scenes, but it's really just like small interactions here and there, things that happen between characters. Like even just like dumb scenes, like we're watching the beginning of the movie basically. Like the first scene when he wakes up in the hotel room after the beach scene where Holly Jolly Christmas plane just rips the alarm out of the wall. Then takes whatever he's drinking, smashes it, then takes a beer that's left over, just oh, this is good. Starts drinking it again. There's that. He's walking the parking lot and just takes it's like a schnapps bottle.
Yeah.
Just takes it, just chucks it on a car windshield. But I mean, I had the bar scene that we're actually looking at now is basically concluding now when he's first there. When the woman's like, oh, you always had a thing for Santa Claus. He's basically like, yeah, I always had a thing for tits.
Listen, I have to agree.
There's the food court scene when he's first there, which first off, they show Willie is the character's name, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's eating a salad, which I thought was a strange move by
Gotta get that roughage out.
I
Is he
guess.
like a vegetarian?
Oh,
No, he has spam. No, he has
Yeah,
Is
he
that what it is?
has,
It looks like a salad is what he's
yeah,
eating.
it's called a tostada where he puts like the bread.
It's the
The
spam, right?
Yeah.
No, it's not spam. It's pork
Oh,
roll.
pork roll, yeah.
And then he
Bologna
puts like,
or
and they
something.
no,
No,
it's
fried bologna. He does fried bologna.
fried
yeah.
bologna.
Yeah.
I thought it was pork roll.
Well, anyway, with that scene, first he has the interaction with Marcus, and then the random woman that comes up trying to get the kid to sit on his lap.
Yeah, he's like, tell him what I'm doing for Christmas.
Yeah.
I'm on my fucking break.
But first off,
Fucking lunch break.
But first off, all of us has pretty much worked in the retail business, and that is very fucking relatable.
That's probably the best.
It's always like you're on lunch. You have like your lunch in your hand, and you're walking, and you're like, someone's like, "Oh, can you help me?" You're like, "You don't really,
Motherfucker.
Yeah,
I want to, like as I said, I totally agree with that because that's such a relatable scene. I fucking lose it. I'm about to lose it right
he's
now.
still chewing in the food.
He spits it on his fucking face. I'm on my fucking lunch.
What are you gonna say? My life is already shit.
She's like, "I'm gonna tell the
You're gonna make
manager."
my life worse? I don't think so.
She's like, "I'm gonna tell the manager," and he's like, "Oh, is that a fucking threat? You think my life could get any worse?"
This is another fucking great scene too. Like he's like, is Granny spry?
And he's putting on the fucking mask.
What is it like a tire iron or something? Going the fucking.
Granny, are you spry?
I only have two more scenes, and again, one of them is an interaction also. I'm sure this one we always talk about movies like they're not really quote driven. I think this definitely is a lot more quote driven than
Yeah.
movies we've
Oh,
done,
yeah.
so we'll get there. I'll just say the one scene is more of an interaction. It's the scene you were talking about with Jin against Marcus. It's right after Willie passes out on the Santa stage, basically.
Yeah.
That's the whole forklift thing. He's like, you want me to pick him up? I'm 3 feet fucking tall. But again, it's not just the scene. It's only like a minute probably of them
Yeah.
just going back and forth, but I was dying the whole time we were going through.
Delivery on all the scenes are just.
And then just
Get him
for
out of here, small fry.
then just the end dialogue where he's going over the whole thing about they're going on a trip in the mountains also with the other guy's dad.
She walks right past him.
He's gonna go make sandwiches.
Yeah, I'll make some sandwiches. Cloris Leachman.
Yep. Great.
Another role that
Great Gam Gam. Is that
Great
what her name
Gam
was?
Gam. Yeah.
Great Gam Gam, right?
Yeah.
But she doesn't say he's still got the mask on.
He's so dumbfounded. Like I just fucking hit the jackpot.
Dad got a car? Yeah. Bye, Santa. Has he got a safe?
Oh god, that's great. So that's it.
Yeah,
You got
so,
kept for scenes. All right, there we go.
I'm sure we'll probably bounce back into
Listen,
them
there's
again.
the
because
scenes. I don't
it's-
think any scene necessarily, like by itself, was a great scene. It's just the quotes that everyone is saying when they were just talking to one
Like
another.
it's-
It's just great.
All right, so I want to dissect the boxing ring scene.
Okay.
So this is like I want to say what later on in the movie.
Yeah, it's
where
towards the end.
Yeah.
where Willie has now befriended the kid. Actually, he has a heart.
He's sleeping there.
Because after he beat the shit out of the bullies, right? Then he trains them.
No, this is before.
Before he beats the
Yeah,
shit
this
out
is
of them.
before. I want to say.
The bully thing happened like really close to the end.
It
Like
did.
right before.
Yeah, because
the
he was
actual
about to
heist,
he was about to
basically.
kill himself.
Yeah, he was in the.
And then he's like, he
the
goes, "What the
garage with
fuck
He's like,
happened
where'd you
to
get
your
that black
eye?"
eye?
Yeah.
No, he does.
Yeah,
he
yeah.
does beat him up, and then he teaches him how to fight.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, so it does. Okay,
He
I thought
beats
it
the
was
shit out of the
five.
kids, and then
And then he's like, you gotta learn how to.
No, but the boxing scene was before that. Then.
No, the boxing scene's
Is
after.
after that?
Oh, we have
Yeah.
to.
Okay, so right. So
You're not gonna shit right for a week, for a month. Sorry, I want to make sure I had it right.
yeah, you're replacing Nick in the shit in the bad quote department over here.
That's right.
So the boxing ring scene. So he after he beats the shit out of like the 13-year-olds, he teaches the kid how to fight. So it's him, Marcus, and the kid, and the kid's like towering over Marcus. First of all,
Get angry.
He's a big kid. He's got pituitary problems. What can you do?
and the fact that Marcus is like, I don't fucking want to do this is pissed off the entire time. And then so he resorts to kicking him in the fucking nuts and knocks him out. And then Marcus, the way how Marcus falls.
Well, no. Before that, he gets up. No, before he kicks him in the nuts, like he then kicks the kid in the nuts, or he punches the kid.
He punches him in the balls.
Yeah,
The kid
right
falls
there.
It's
out.
like, I told you I didn't want to do this.
That's right.
And he punches.
And then he punches Willie
in the nuts, and he goes down. When he goes down, he punches him in the nuts, and then when he falls, like I was saying,
Even the still in the video.
he falls.
The video's loading.
He literally falls like a lawn dart.
Yeah.
Just he's top heavy and just goes straight down.
Yeah, it looks like a bowling pin.
But he's like
and stuff
waddle. It's like
So like, how do you think Willie said, "Listen, Marcus, I need a favor. There's this kid.
there's this loser fat
There's this kid. He's bigger than you. Don't worry about that.
So there's this kid who's probably getting beat up. I just want to help him out, train him." What do you think Marcus's reply was? Fuck you! Right? So what do you guys think? Well, what was Marcus?
you, Willie.
Well, he's seen the kid because he knows he's staying with them by that point, and he's come to see him. I don't know how many times already.
Oh yeah, Santa, tell me your name. As he is, you can tell me. You have to tell Santa. That's it. But I love that.
Oh, this is
scene.
the pinball one. Oh, this is great.
So-
You got to thrust.
Oh yes. So where he's teaching the.
He's 18.
All right. So moving on.
Oh my god.
Favorite quotes. So it's a little tough because there's pretty much everything Willie says, and pretty much everything Marcus says is almost goddamn quotable. But the best part is between the two of them, the banter between the two of them, just stated earlier, and the banter between him and who's the security guy in now?
Jin.
Yeah.
Bernie Mac is
Bernie
Jin,
Mac is Jin. So. And even the kid says some stupid shit now and then. So, but let's go around with this. Kev, we'll go you first. Well, what do you think is best?
I have a lot here, so I'm going to step up.
Oh, go right ahead. Go all you want, because I want to hear it as a fresh face.
I can just read the entire list.
I don't have to say anything.
All right. So even first on, watch the bladder, kid. Santa's got to pee. And then he was true to his word. He had to piss himself right afterwards, basically. So he wasn't lying. When they were walking in, so I did mention one of my favorite little things that happens is tossing the fucking schnapps bottle onto the car. Marcus immediately, Jesus fucking Christ, can you maybe keep it together for 10 minutes? For crying out loud, you fucking drunken imbecile. So that's where this is where the movie's going to go the rest of the way. So fantastic. When he first meets Ritter's character, I don't remember what the head guy's name is.
Bob Cheapska or whatever.
So when he's sitting there and he's just staring at the girl's ass when he walks by and snaps out of it about your performance. Performance? Like sexual? He's saying there's something wrong with my gear, my fuck stick? Yeah. You can't say fuck stick.
So fuck stick. That's it.
It's right after. No, I think it's the first time he meets Thurman Merman, the kid. When he sits there and he's like, is it fake? And he's like, yeah, I lost all my hair. He's like, I got sick. How'd you get sick? I loved a woman that wasn't clean. Mrs. Santa? No, her sister. So, just good times. You're really Santa, right? And he's like, no, I'm an accountant. I wear this fucking thing as a fashion statement. So, one of my favorites is actually, we just saw it before when they're actually leaving the first day on the job. So, Marcus is walking away, giving him the finger, so... Willie just shouts out, "Get going! You're going to be late for your Wizard of Oz candy bar guild, whoever the fuck." Lollipop guild, you asshole! I'm skipping around. We already mentioned this before. I've always had a thing for Santa Claus. In case you didn't notice, it's like some deep-seated childhood thing. Yeah, so it's my thing for tits. Phenomenal. Let's see. Oh, this is a great one. This is actually in the food court scene I was talking about before. So it's two back to back. So it's when Marcus is trying to tell him, he's like, you're fucked up. You need to fix this and that. It's like, oh, what are you, Sigmund sawed-off fucking Freud? You're an emotional fucking cripple. Your soul is dog shit. Every single fucking thing about you is ugly. And then right afterward, I'm on my fucking lunch break, okay? If you think you can make my fucking life any worse, you go right ahead. Be my guest. Take a shot. Phenomenal. So I'll just do one more, because it is one of I said it was probably one of my favorite moments in the movie. That shit right for a week. But anyway.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll save this for later. I was just going to go through the whole Marcus and Jin interaction on the stage, but I'm sure I'll just stop here. There's too much to go through. I don't want to hog. But Brian and I'm sure Shane have stuff.
Yeah, before I'll mention one of my quotes. This one right here with, let's see, Willie coming up to his hotel room, and he sees someone break into his hotel room, and he sees the hooker he had sex with. She's very round, and
Octavia Spencer, Academy Award winning actress.
Yeah,
she is
phenomenal. Her name is Opal. She goes, "Screw you, Willie. You kinky ass. Last time I didn't shit right for a week." So
no, not that. Something else.
Such an underrated fucking quote right there. All right, so what we got, Brian? What you got for us?
Well, there's the classic "fuck me Santa, fuck me Santa, fuck me Santa." There's that one. One from Willie. Why don't you wish in one hand and shit in the other? See which one fills up first. Kev got the other one with the Marcus. You're an emotional fucking cripple. The way he says it, your soul is dog shit. Like, that part right there, I'm like, I die every time he says that.
Who comes up with these fucking lines?
But it was so perfect. He's like, your soul is dog shit. And then I'm on my lunch break. The shit right for a week. I like the other one. Marcus talking to Willie. More booze, more bullshit, more butt fucking. He's like, yeah, sure, the 3 B's, gotcha.
That's right. I forgot about that.
And then
the 3 B's. The fact that he goes the 3 B's.
One of the another good one. So like when I forgot the quote before it, but it's when John Ritter's talking to Jin, and he's like, and Jin just does like, so Santa likes to fuck fat chicks in the ass, huh? And then I think obviously one of the we've been saying it, most of the night. He's like, want me to fix you some sandwiches? What the fuck is it with you and the fucking sandwiches? But yeah, those are the ones I got. There was so many more that you could go into, but I was like, I gotta limit this. So.
Oh, without a doubt. All right, yeah. Shane, what you got for us?
I mean, those were pretty much all mine. I'm gonna throw in the opening monologue as well.
Oh yeah, that's classic.
I love
that. Just opens up the whole movie, and then Marcus and Willie are talking, and he's like, "I'll just get myself another midget," and he's like, "Yeah, where? You see us midgets hanging off fucking trees like crab apples?" And then just again, all the banter, the conversation between Bernie Mac and John Ritter, just their whole conversation is just gold. It's just John Ritter, just like this innocent, he
just looks so uncomfortable, like trying to say the right words.
I don't think you can call them midgets. I think they prefer little people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had everything that these guys said, and then that's it. So you can really just keep going on every fucking part of this movie.
Everything Billy Bob Thornton spits out is fucking gold. So I'll state the narrating the beginning of the scene. I've been in prison once. I've been married twice. I was once drafted by Lyndon Johnson and had to live in shit-ass Mexico for 2.5 years for no reason. I've had my eye socket punched in, a kidney taken out, and I got a bone chipped in my ankle that's never gonna heal. I've seen some pretty shitty situations in my life, but nothing has ever sucked more ass than this.
That's the tone for the movie.
Yeah.
You know what you're getting into.
This is going to be an uplifting Christmas movie.
Indeed, very uplifting.
It's a Wonderful Life Part 2.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
And here you go. Another Willie quote. After he beats the shit out of the kids, he's talking to, I think he's talking to the girl. What's her face? I can't remember her name.
Sue.
No, I'm not talking about that. I beat the shit out of some kids today. But it was for a purpose.
Oh, he's talking to Marcus.
Oh, that's right. It made me feel good about myself. It was like I did something constructive in my life or something. I don't know. Like I accomplished something.
Living the dream.
But you could also like even how he starts the movie, but also how he ends the movie with this.
Come on, that's a sound. What are we looking at here?
How he ends
he's
the
got
movie.
chicken in there.
How he ends the movie with the final quote. And he's like, "Hey, thanks for giving the cops that note, kids. Saved me from going to jail." You know that whole thing, like, you know.
Exactly, and then we go with this. So I got another
He
good one
redeems himself, I guess.
with the kid. Good night, Santa. Good night, Mrs. Santa's sister. Here we go. Here's a good Marcus quote. You are by far the dumbest, most pathetic piece of maggot-eating shit that has ever slid from a human being's hairy ass. His lines are fantastic. So here we go. Bob and Jin. I just can't help it. There's something about the guy that makes me uneasy.
Oh, here it is.
Well, sure. Santa fucking someone in the ass. As he goes. The sandwich one, that's great. So that's all I got for my quotes. But again, very, very, very quote heavy.
So, do you mind if I do the long form of the Marcus and Jin argument then?
Yes.
So it's after Billy Bob
Yes, please.
passes out and
Look
punches
who's here, Jimmy!
punches the one
Let's
reindeer
tell
in
him
the
what
face.
you want for. Oh my God, Matt's gonna hear about this. You think that's a threat? Think you can fucking make my life any fucking worse? Go ahead.
Take a shot.
Go ahead.
So so Jin tells him to get him out of here. What do you mean get him out of here? Take him to the car. In case you didn't notice, I'm a motherfucking dwarf. So unless you got a forklift handy, maybe you should lend a hand, huh? That figures. You want all kind of set-aside, special treatment because you're handicapped. You're all the same. Special treatment. I'm 3 foot fucking tall, you asshole. It's a matter of physics. Draw me a sketch of how I get him in the car, huh? Bitch, bitch, bitch. Sketch it up, you fucking moron. Fucking Leonardo da Vinci. What did you call me, thigh high? I called you a fucking guinea homo from the 15th fucking century, dickhead. I can stick you up my ass, small fry. Yeah, you sure it ain't too sore from last night? You got some lip on you, midget. Yeah, well, these lips were on your wife's pussy last night. Why'd you dust that thing off once in a while, asshole? So there you go.
I love that.
And this, I didn't even mention before, the scene, the shoplifting scene with the kid. My grandma gave me that. Grandma gave me this chain.
Pull the damn pants up.
Wrong kids wearing them pants. Okay, so that's what we got for right now. Let's take a break. And then we'll come back. We'll compose ourselves. I put a new beer in the chat, as you can see, and on the booze cam. It's Believe. Shane brought this one. We'll discuss that really quick. We'll probably switch to another one. So I'm feeling pretty nice. And we'll be back. Cheers. Thank you for giving the letter to the cops. I forgot to ask you to do it. But it's a good thing you did, or Santa's little helpers would have plugged his ass. now, fucking shit. Now the cops know I wrote it, which is going to keep my ass out of jail. That, plus everyone agreeing that the Phoenix Police Department shooting at an unarmed Santa was even more fucked up than Rodney King. Oh, shit. Nah. All right. Reels, Booze, and Bros, a.k.a. RB2, we are back. And we're going to finish up the rest of this podcast with Bad Santa. I want to go back to a scene that we didn't throw in there because there's so many. It's the small ones. Where Willie is playing the kid in checkers. And the kid's he's just going, are you gonna fucking move or not? Well, what's going on?
And at one point he takes his finger off the piece. That means it's his move. He can't take it back.
So
No, he never takes his finger off.
No, there's one time he does, and then all of a
like,
sudden he shoots it back afterwards.
So, and then he fucking loses like 3 pieces.
Time for production value.
And then fucking goes back and says, "King him." He goes, "King
Fuck
me."
you.
And the kid basically won. And fucking Willie loses it and starts screaming at the kid that he's a fucking cheater and throws the checkers board all over the place and shit.
The kid just looks at him. Want to play a game?
Yeah, he just doesn't care.
One of these gives a shit.
He's got Santa sleeping in his house.
Yeah. So this scene too, right here, where the kid cuts his hand and Willie's like all fucked up, wakes up from the like the
Pours vodka on his hand.
yeah, he poured from the.
By the way, I forgot to say it's gonna hurt.
That's gonna sting. The kid leaves and then he's like, ah, fuck. He starts drinking again. So awesome. So there's these many little scenes that are going on, and. They're just so good. You forget about them because some of these other scenes are a little more overpowering. But
you want a Band-Aid or something?
So all right, let's move it on. And there's he ate the advent calendar. So let's go with this.
They're not all winners. What's he pull out of it? Like a
candy corn.
No, he's like an aspirin. Anyway. So let's go down to the next beer I have on the booze cam. It's called the Believe. Shane brought this one. What's everyone's thoughts on this beer? It's all right. I gave it like a 3.5 on the. It's a very light. Let me put it on the booze cam. Here you go. It's very light. You see this for a coffee kind of thing.
It's a coffee collab, so you would think it's dark, but it's actually light.
It's lighter than if it was darker, probably a lot better.
Yeah, when I took one sip, I could taste the coffee, so I checked the can to see if it was a coffee stout. Actually, 'cause it didn't taste. It's obviously not, but it didn't. That's the first thing I thought when I tasted coffee.
But it's actually his coffee.
Oh, okay.
The Grand, he started his own business with the
Is
Grand
Bolero the
Coffee.
name of his coffee brand also, or no?
No,
Bolero's the brewery.
Yeah.
and
Oh,
the
okay.
Grand Coffee House, that's his new coffee company. So
Oh, okay.
they collab with him to do this can. That's
All right,
why.
I gotta try his coffee then.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know, Rutgers, LeGrand was the one who got tackled and got injured in
Navy Army game.
his Army game, and he
Sounds like Bad Life, right?
Yeah, I was there.
I was there.
Yeah,
We were all there.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, he suffered a spinal injury, and he was he's now in a wheelchair.
Well, three out of four of us went to Rutgers.
It's true.
Well, he lived there. So.
Well, Brian lived there. He went to Rutgers too. He came to a class.
He was honorary. It's fine. Yeah, he went to
I came to a couple classes.
They were all hungover. He came to class.
I went to that wine tasting class. It was a good time.
Did you?
Yeah, I went with you one time also. Everyone,
Extra credit, bitch.
everyone was spitting the wine out, and Shannon just fucking drinking everything in front of us. These guys are spitting the wine out.
We did a wine tasting, Shane and I. It was right before my 21st birthday, and we finished like the 8 wines in like 20 minutes. They're like, you're supposed to swirl it around and all that sort of stuff.
Supposed to smell it and swirl it and get the notes of oak and pepper.
We getting seconds over here, or what are we doing?
Actually, the one thing I remember from that, so this is way off topic, but when we went, they had like the checklist for notes, and one of them was cat piss, and I'm like, this is what it's supposed to taste like. This isn't what I want to drink.
What the fuck? All right,
I'm saying that's what the notes were. I'm telling you.
so
I digress.
we're bringing it back.
You're cheesing,
Hey,
bro.
bad
You're
season.
cheesing.
Bad Santa. You know what? He did piss himself in the like the
You know what?
first
They
opening
drank piss
scene.
in Beer Fest, Ram's piss. So you know what? It all makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah,
It's all circular.
Full circle of life.
I have no
Doing
idea.
the bull dance, feeling
All right,
the flow.
so the movie
Circular,
awards.
like a carousel.
Best quote. What do we go with best quote in this? What do you guys want to nominate? What do you think? We'll see for
hard.
chat going on. I say that I go. You want some sandwiches because it's so fucking memorable.
Yeah, all right, so I have that's what I say. What's the most memorable from the movie? But for me, it's the other one. It's definitely you're an emotional fucking cripple. Your soul is dog shit. Every single fucking thing about you is ugly. Like, I love that fucking quote. It's just so perfect in the way he delivers it.
There you go, Granny.
This
Can't
is
beat it.
tostada. This is like I said,
They
yeah.
got a little
it's a
sauce
fried
here.
bologna. Yeah.
And then and then Grandma's wearing a Christmas hat. Look at her.
Just look at her. She's just like
It's a Christmas movie.
I like the. What did you just say?
the sandwiches.
The sandwiches.
The sandwiches?
I still say that.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, like, don't get me wrong. That's like what the movie's like. He says it like what, at least
like
half
4
a
or
dozen
5 times. Yeah.
Yeah, the kid and then the fucking grandma.
Even the grandmother says
When you
it
first
two or
meeting
three
him,
times.
I'll go make some sandwiches.
You want the fucking sandwiches?
Even when they think she's dead, she wakes up and she's like, "I'll make some sandwiches."
Jesus Christ, don't fucking do that to me or something.
Like, I would throw up there, I'm on my fucking lunch break.
Yeah.
As soon as this movie comes on, that's immediately what I think of. But the sandwiches line I
Yeah.
think, is hands down the most memorable of this movie.
Oh, there's the candy going.
They all can't be winners.
Oh man, that poor fucking kid. All right, so Kev, what you got? What do you think for your best? You want to throw something else out there?
So I just recently watched it for the first time ever. So I know that it was one of my favorites anyway when it happened. It's definitely the biggest laugh I had. it was definitely get going. You're going to be late for your Wizard of Oz candy bar guild or whatever. Lollipop guild, asshole. that was fantastic. But if I'm not going to do with that, I would also go with the whole, I'm on my fucking lunch break. You think you can make my life any fucking worse? You go right ahead. Be my guest. Take a shot. So those are the two I'll go with. But the lollipop guild one killed me when it first came.
Yeah, so pretty much everyone who's ever worked, as Brian said earlier, who's ever worked in retail can relate to that. When you're on your fucking lunch break, or like a 15-minute break,
happens.
someone has to come here and ask you a fucking question. Have you seen the pomegranates? God! I'm on my fucking lunch break.
You're getting ready to pay for your food.
Yeah, and you're like in line as an actual customer, even though you have to wear your stupid uniform, and you're like, hey, the pomegranates, you fine? I'm on my fucking break, you late. I'm fucking paying for food, shit like that. So everyone can relate to that. I want to say, as again, that you want some sandwiches, the most memorable. Then we probably all have our own favorite quotes going out throughout this movie.
The movie is quote. That's the movie. It's a quote.
So, all right, best scene. Hands down for me is the fucking boxing ring scene.
Yep.
But then the bullies getting their ass beat is also right up there. It's probably like a whiskey hair from the Santa. Right there. So, oh my God.
Is that your underwear?
That's probably the next scene.
Just part of it. I thought I said most of it.
Just watching Willie beat the kids is phenomenal. And then
he's just sitting there. He's like, he has his underwear half. I was like, I think I want a pink elephant, not a purple one.
Yeah. So the kid doesn't. So from this, you have to kind of combine them. So this scene of the kid coming here with his pants all the way up to his nipples, asking about changing the different color of the elephant. No, that's later on. Actually, that's a different scene. When he beats up them, it's so good. What anyone else got? We throw something else out there. Boxing ring scene, yes.
I'm going something else.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going with the bar scene in the beginning. I just love and the bar scene and
the bar scene on the beach.
Yeah,
okay.
I laugh my ass off at that every time, and when he picks up the ball, he's like, "Fuck you!"
But he's got the Hawaiian shirt on.
Yeah, so he's sitting there cutting the fucking lime and lemons like he's fucking. Oh, it's so fucking funny.
It's good because you believe, you think, all right, this guy actually he's like
somewhat cleaned up,
and it's so early in the movie too, so it's like
okay, so he's an alcoholic, Santa, whatever, trying to do his job to get by and stuff like that. He's like, all right, this is his actual real job. And
he's finally going to Miami, he changed his life.
It's literally the next scene. Actor's like, I'm going to Miami. I'm gonna get.
Oh, this movie's gonna be cocktail now. It's gonna be Tom Cruise surfing drinks.
So this is his actual real job instead of being Santa and robbing department stores. Nope. He's just an alcoholic. Which is fantastic. All right, so Kevin, what do you think? Anything?
I'm going. My favorite scene is going to be coming up in a little bit. It's the Marcus versus Jin, just going back and forth. But the whole scene with Willie stumbling up drunk the escalator, basically just rolling up the steps, comes up, falls on the stage, gets up and knocks the fucking head off the plastic reindeer or whatever and passes out again.
Santa's coming!
And then the two of them just fucking screaming at each other, just cursing each other off the whole time. Which they're doing, by the way, in front of all those people also. So they all have to hear about him fucking blowing the dust off his wife's pussy, apparently. So, phenomenal. That was fantastic. When we talked about, there's a lot of kind of small scenes here and there. Just small little things that happen that don't really fit into bigger scenes.
Yeah.
I want to give an honorable mention to the pinball machine scene. You got to thrust.
You got to thrust. And he gets behind her, starts thrusting her as he fucking.
Then you see Marcus and he's just shaking his head.
What do you call that? A diamond?
Fucking mother.
What do you call that? A diamond? It's a belly button ring.
Oh my God.
She was 18. It's fine.
Oh Jesus. All right. Best character. We obviously know. Does Willie Santa win the movie?
I don't think so.
He's
a great character.
This is my first time seeing it. I had him as the best. He's the most memorable for me right now. If I was going to say, I know we try to find smaller characters, but the only other one I really liked was Marcus. Really stood out also.
Yes.
But I'm going with Willie because I just thought Billy Bob. We were talking about before that you said you didn't really like Willie that much.
It's not that I don't like him.
He's like the perfect alcoholic drunk for this movie, basically.
It's not that I don't like him. It's I think just what everyone else does in their roles
is better.
It's just his was the easiest one probably to pull off because for some reason, I don't think Billy Bob Thornton's that far off from what he's in this movie.
Beat himself.
Like, oh, he was really a method actor getting into character. It's
exactly.
like, oh, that's how he is every day.
Yeah.
He just kind of walked
Just
up that
like
way.
like. But for me, like, are we talking like best character, or are we going just the?
This is the Randy Watson Award, the best character. So
All right, I want to go Marcus as mine, but if we're gonna go for a smaller role, I'm gonna go John Ritter, just because of like how uneasy he was with everything, and he was a large woman.
and the faces he makes when the guy saying
Because
like,
he was just so perfect in it.
Butt fucking, he's like, ugh.
But I love Marcus in this movie. He was so fucking good. Hey, Miss Parker.
Hey, Miss Fucker.
Fuck, Miss Parker. It's funny
What'd you
because
say?
it's funny because Bernie Mac is the same guy who ends up banging Miss Parker in Friday. So
You know, they say the older the bear, the sweeter the juice.
Yeah, it's a blacker than berry.
She blacker than a motherfucker, too.
so Shane, what do you got for best?
I mean,
character?
I have Marcus as my favorite character, but I have John Ritter and Bernie Mac also as like.
This is great. This is it's not the fucking broken bottle. He's doing them also.
Their performances are fucking awesome, but I'm gonna have to go with Marcus because everything he says is fucking great.
I'd have to agree. I want to say Marcus. Marcus, hands down, steals the movie as much as you like. As much as Willie,
I wish he would have just pushed the kid out of the way.
Billy Bob Thornton, how good he is in his role. The chat, Jay Weezy also says Marcus is the best. But for me, I love the kid. I love that stupid little kid. All right, so the scene in the background where everyone's laughing here as I'm trying to discuss.
Because it's the best scene.
Willie just get drunk up the escalators with a broken bottle in his hand and beats the living shit out of some plastic donkeys.
Sweet Jews for Jesus.
So,
He's slapping him.
yeah, he's not gonna beat him. So it's great. But I did the kid. I love the kid. That little chunky, fat, adorable little kid who's just like
He's so innocent.
He's so innocent. And most likely on the spectrum with how he acts, with like you just like feel for me, like you want to like love that kid. He just wants someone to help him out, and that Santa's there.
He just wants a friend.
That's it.
Found Santa.
And he found Santa, who's coming to his house, and Santa's sister. Santa's his wife's sister's friend that's gonna be there. So I don't know. I love that kid. He's so fucking good. And then here we go. Here's the banter between. Let's see, Marcus and fucking Jen going back and
Stick you
forth.
up my ass, small fry.
All right, moving on. Worst character in the movie. Excuse me. Kid is probably hung like a horse. Thanks, Jay Weezy.
They all got something.
You know, he's got that Johnny Teacock.
Santa's gone to has gone to feed his reindeers. He'll be back soon.
It's like I pissed myself. Shut up.
All right. So the worst character. Well, honestly, I can't think of anyone being the worst character.
I'm gonna say Marcus's wife. Yeah.
I was gonna say I was gonna give it to the kid, but then I was gonna get yelled at probably, so I gave it to Marcus's wife.
Yeah, you'd be banished.
Lois.
So Jay Weezy says the grandma. The grandma is not the worst character.
No, fuck you. She's getting those sausages ready.
I'll tell you what. So hear me out. The woman in a food court with her son who says, here's Santa!
Stupid haircut.
Right? Right? She's
The original Karen.
The original Karen. Like, yeah, could she be the original Karen with that thing? And here's...
I'm calling the manager.
Yeah.
You said you could make my life
Yeah, the
worse?
dude just, no one... Have some decorum. You're fucking... The guy's on his break. Give them a...
He's obviously not in full
he's in
Santa.
the full
Santa.
Santa. Doesn't have anything.
He doesn't even have nothing on.
Yeah. Nothing on.
He just has the suit on.
How is this kid supposed to expect this to be Santa?
Yeah. But you're gonna go over and talk to him like, fucking lady. You don't want to wait in line, you piece of shit. So you go over to the guy who's eating his lunch, trying to relax.
Yeah, go fucking sit there and wait in line with everybody
Am I
else.
right?
Yeah,
I'm right, because we all work retail and someone.
I didn't think about that aspect. She could wait in line to see Santa, but no, she's gonna try to ambush him when he's fucking
ambush him when he's
break.
on fucking break. It's like
Sit
get
on
the
his
fuck
lap. Let's get a picture.
So, get the fuck out of here. I want you to these paramedics when they come to bang up Santa. There's gonna be some cops there. I want you to make sure that those cops get that envelope. Oh, that's great. It just tells all the bad things that Santa did. All right.
But no, we can talk about the wife being terrible, right? She sucks.
The wife?
Marcus's wife.
Oh, yeah.
Lois, right?
You got my loofah?
Oh, here we go. Oh my god, I love this. He just fucking puts on this. He just beats the living shit out of him.
You want some?
Throws his skateboards at him. Oh, fantastic. All right, so moving on. Little BTS. Anyone got any BTS for this?
I do, actually.
Oh, Shane, go ahead.
Who do you think was supposed to play Willie?
All right.
I saw a couple.
There's numerous. All right, so before we go on for that, so I'll throw some stuff in here.
That's going to be.
Oh, is that all you got for there?
No,
You got
no,
all
I
the
got
stuff?
some other shit, too.
All right.
Because Kev said, Billy Bob's a method actor.
Well, I think Billy Bob was the best of the ones that I saw, though.
But when you were saying method, you were actually right because he was fucked up most of this movie. He's like, I want to really get into the character. I can't just play a drunk. He's like, I got to be drunk.
Well, shit. Are they still hiring?
Yeah, so I'll answer. So Billy Bob Thornton has said that he was generally intoxicated during some of the filming. In the escalator fall scene, he actually passed out after drinking 3 glasses of red wine for breakfast,
Nice.
followed by vodkas and cranberry juice, then a few Bud Lights.
Wow.
So,
That's a horrible
Well,
hangover.
here we go.
yep, there we go. Oh,
I forgot he's smoking, too.
so the best scene, as we all
He
know,
says you can't drink. It's a plus on your part.
the fighting scene. So here's you probably don't have this one. This was John Ritter's final acting appearance in a movie, and it was dedicated to his memory. Here we go. The word fuck and its variations are used 159 times in the movie. The word shit appears 73 times amid a total of approximately 300 profanities.
Wow.
This is just the regular. This is an unedited one. It's just the one they released for theatrical. Throughout the film, there are several hints to Bernie Mac's character having chronic constipation. He eats oranges,
The oranges, yeah.
mixes stool softener into his drinks, etc.
Well, then you know what? I can find one way he could clear that up. If he wants to shit better, Billy Bob Thornton can help him out there.
Let's go, Ralph. I love that. You know what? I forgot the kid has fucking headgear going on over here in this scene. So we had, as always, we had the
Marcus
movie
ain't reaching
on in
him.
the background, and so Marcus versus the kid. The kid's fucking towering over him, and the kid has headgear on. Marcus has. Why are they having such heavy gloves? I'm pretty sure the gloves are heavier than Marcus.
Yeah, they need the 4-pound gloves,
And
probably.
boom, kick to the nuts. The kid has just kicked
6-ounce
Marcus in the nuts. Marcus is really up, and he goes, "You don't hit people in the balls," as he tells him. Then he fucking now just punches him right in the fucking balls. And then now Willie was saying, "What's wrong with you?" But Marcus retaliates by punching him in the balls. Told him, "I don't want to do this." Now Willie just fucking punches him in the nuts, and he falls over like a bowling pin / lawn dart.
He's all shoulders when he falls down. Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down.
Yep. And Willie explains to the kid, maybe you shouldn't be hanging around me so much. Now Willie and Marcus are kicking each other as they're both everyone's holding on to their testicles. That scene is
That's a
fantastic.
good play-by-play.
I have never seen this in the history of calling. It's the first time I ever called anything of a scene. All right, so moving on. So go back. Willie's supposed to be played by who? Brian, Kev, what do you think?
I saw. No, I
Come
know
on,
who it
Brian.
was.
You can get this.
I want to say, like, just judging by this, like, I think it would actually kind of be pretty good. Would be like Nick Cage.
What? Wow. No.
It's older guys that I saw through all.
No.
Well, there's no.
But
I know who the first person was offered.
Go ahead.
James Gandolfini.
He's one.
He was the one that they said because the Coen brothers, when they picked up production, they wanted him because they just worked with him on one of their movies. It was like The Man Who Wasn't There or something like that.
Okay.
So they wanted James Gandolfini, but the other one I saw was Sean Connery.
Are you serious? I
Yeah,
didn't see that
I didn't
over
see
there.
that.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
yeah, he wouldn't do this movie.
No.
Scottish version of
He wouldn't do this movie.
Yeah, no way. All right, anyone else?
Those are the two that I saw.
I got Bill Murray.
Bill Murray
Really?
was actually offered.
Bill Murray was
Nice.
supposed to do it all up, literally until like almost the end, and then he got offered Lost in Translation, and
Okay.
he dropped out of this for Lost in Translation.
Really?
Probably a smarter move for him.
I would say. Who? You got anyone else?
That's that's it.
There was Larry David was considered.
Larry David?
Yeah. Robert De Niro was also considered for the role, And Dennis Leary was at one point in line to play
Oh,
Willie.
I like Dennis Leary.
So I could see Dennis Leary. Let's see.
I think Billy Bob Thornton looks just creepy enough where this is fantastic.
Yeah, he's like a scrawny, like
Yeah.
salt, pepper.
And the last
dirty
one
fuck.
was Jack Nicholson read the script and wanted to do the film, but had to turn it down because he was already committed to Something's Gotta Give in 2003. So that's what I got for BTS. Anybody else got any other BTS? Shane? You got anything
This chick, what's her name? Lauren Graham.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
They had her audition. Her audition was fucking Santa. Like that, so she had to ride a chair in the audition.
And say "fuck me, Santa" over and over. So because the scene is on now, I have a question about this scene. He uses the pickle on her right afterwards, right?
It's safe to assume.
Like the scene ends where he says, "I'm tired," and her legs are just open and the pickle's right there. I'm like, we're insinuating this is what happens right after, right?
That's probably
She does have pants on though, so
that's probably like in the bad
That's a quick
or
fix.
center or anything going on.
just shove that
So-
pickle right through those khakis.
So her legs are down here, but then when the scene progresses, all of a sudden you see her knees are up in the air and he's still holding it. Just saying.
It's dry blood, so I don't know.
So, yep, there you go.
Thank you for insinuating that. Any other
Stick that bloody piece of wood in my.
any other BTS we got going on here? Or is that it for that? So
I just had the casting ones, yeah.
that's it. Okay, so
Look,
moving
look
on.
at him right now.
No, it's not happening. That's like, why not? Let's see. All right.
We're already here.
So, can The Rock make this movie better? What we got? God damn it, kid. Want to see my report card? All right. Can The Rock make this movie any better?
I have one role.
Sure.
Gay guy at the bar.
Yep. That was
I am not gay.
Yeah.
I mean, I can see
The
him
Rock
pull
is just towering over him, throwing
like
him over
Bernie
the car.
Mac's role.
I can see the Bernie Mac
him
role.
pulling that off, but definitely not.
Thurman
Willie.
Herman.
No. He could never be Willie.
He's just too gigantic to be Willie.
Marcus is not. No, he's fantastic in this role. Besides Peter Dinklage, he may be the next best fucking little person to.
Oh, you know, when I was looking at the casting ones for this movie, sorry, this is to go back. Marcus. Remember we were joking about the priest in Beetlejuice?
Yes.
Marcus.
What?
The black guy in a suit.
Get the fuck
Look
out
up the
of here.
cast of Beetlejuice.
Wow.
The character. Him. I looked it up.
Do you have the ring?
Yes.
That
that-
guy?
That's him?
Yeah, that's him.
Oh, look at that. Interesting. So,
Just blew
It
my...
just popped in my head when we were talking about him.
He
So
almost looks like that in the beginning of the movie when he's a snowman.
I love that. And then when he slides down the fucking the vent and
In between the two escalators.
oh yeah, love it. It's hysterical. All right, so any other suggestions for The Rock? No.
when I was watching the movie, I was just screaming a whole like Antonio jokes from Beer Fest. It's like, oh, he could be the gay guy.
Yeah.
Just put him out there with the weird accent. I am not gay.
All right.
Yeah, but he would fuck up Willie because
The only thing is that
slamming him into the car.
you wouldn't believe for 1 second that Thurman Merman could get him to stop.
Yeah, exactly. But you know what? If he's like he starts doing his how Marcus slaps him as he's drunk, he's gonna hit him like that. But you know,
Hey, maybe the kid punches him in the balls. That's foreshadowing what's going to happen later.
Yeah, probably. Okay, so should there be a sequel franchise TV series? Obviously, there was a second movie, which was.
Did anybody watch it?
I probably did.
I haven't seen it,
Didn't we
so-
watch that one? I'm not sure.
Trying to remember. I've seen bits and pieces of it, and I know his mom's in the movie.
Whose mom?
Willie's.
Like her character's in the movie or his actual mom?
His mom's character.
Character like Willie's mom.
Yeah, Willie's mom, and it's what's the misery chick?
Oh, Kathy Bates.
Yep, yeah, that's the mom.
I can see that. She's got a trailer park.
But she's part of she does the shit too. Like so.
So she's a criminal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She showed up on set hammered every day.
It's a good method, I think.
But I to tell you, I couldn't remember anything else besides
No.
that. But it's once again, it's one of these movies like where if you're gonna do a sequel, like don't wait 10, 15 years to do one.
Yeah.
You know.
It's great. He's trying to jump. I can't reach.
Try to do a jumper cable. So yeah, I saw again, but I don't remember anything of it. It's very hard to recreate this magic of the first movie.
So it wasn't memorable at all.
No, not one fucking bit. That's why it tanked. Plain Simple tanked in the box office.
Was Marcus in it too? Like, was everybody still in it?
I don't remember.
I think Bernie Mac was dead, and so was John
Yeah,
Ritter.
Probably, yeah. Oh, yeah. John Ritter.
Bernie
yeah,
Mac
so-
was gone by that point.
by there. Yeah, it's
Maybe
not
Marcus
working.
was it? I don't know. I can't remember anymore.
So, all right. Final thoughts. Who wants to go? Final thoughts, Brian. Final thoughts on this movie.
Fantastic movie. Comedy. Christmas comedy. It's. I'll give it 8.5.
What lesson did you learn?
Watch when you're cutting wood.
Don't try to make your own pickle.
Cut away from the hand.
A fucking pickle.
Always
That's
leave
the
it.
like. First of all, before we go back, a fucking pickle.
Santa Claus, you're giving him a pickle?
A pickle. I made you
A non-edible.
I made you a brown
That's why this
pickle.
fucking kid is fantastic. I made you a pickle.
I made you a brown pickle.
I want a pink elephant, not a purple one.
Yeah.
I changed my mind.
He starts like rubbing her ass.
Yeah, like this is great. They're fucking decorating the Christmas tree with popcorn, and he just like complete staring at it. And then he unzippers her fucking skirt. Like he's just like, yeah, this.
It would be so funny if you could read and hear that was actually like improv because he's seeing cuts right there. He's like, oh, I'm so hammered.
All right, so I'm sorry. Go ahead. They use old ladies' stockings as actual stock. That's fucking gross. You want some sandwiches?
I don't know where I was saying with this, but yeah, it's a great movie. Good characters, some memorable quotes from this movie. But yeah, just a good time, and I just laugh every time this movie's on.
I see. All right, Kev, what would you think?
Yeah, so my first view, this movie's hilarious. I'll definitely watch it again. Like I said, it's not heavy on great scenes, or at least longer scenes. It's kind of 2 to 3 minute spurts that just go on here and there. But it's pretty much great from start to finish. There's great scenes that are all mixed in from start to finish. You have the fucking beach scene at the very start. You have all the shit at the mall that happens. And I still think even the last scene when Billy Bob or Willie's just reading the fucking note, like you even said before, it's got to be even more pissed off than Rodney King. It's hilarious from start to finish. It doesn't really have any real downtime at all.
Yeah, not one bit as a comedy. It continues to go on. Shane, your thoughts?
I love this movie. You don't really see a lot of dirty Christmas movies. Like Christmas time, it's all happy, jolly crap. But this is fucking great because it's just a dirty Christmas movie. I have this up there, my 3 favorite Christmas movies, this, Scrooged, and Die Hard, because it's a fucking Christmas movie.
I think this did set the tone for
you can make a dirty Christmas,
whatever
holiday movie.
So
Office Christmas Party.
Yeah, and
whatever
it's not
called.
so much it's not to the level of this
Or even,
dirty,
hey,
but at least
this is the
raunchy,
You
funny.
can make a comedy, raunchy comedy out of
Office
the holidays.
Christmas
Oh, never
Party
mind.
the night before.
I was going to say this is that's New Year's Eve. Never mind.
But there is a few that came out after this movie, so
That's right? This is the end was New Year's Eve, right? Not Christmas?
I don't think
No,
it's
it's not even anything.
No,
it's,
it's
not?
not.
Oh, all right.
No, we did it.
Wait, I know.
it's just the rapture.
The end. The rapture. It was probably April or something. I don't know that when it happened.
Whatever.
But I have to agree. So as for our trilogy, as we're ending this, we started with Elf. That's a true feel-good Christmas movie. It's fun for the whole entire family.
Hope you find your dad.
Hi, buddy.
And then we have Die Hard, the greatest action Christmas movie ever. That's
Brian
been
is now cringing.
So, and then we have the most raunchiest, funniest Christmas movie, Bad Santa. There's all been lessons learned in each one of these movies, and it takes place during Christmas time. So they have been documented as Christmas movies.
Yeah, Willie learns a lesson. He becomes a human being almost.
He does. He actually
He
feels
gets the
bad
kid his
for
elephant.
Yeah, he gets
Is it
he's
blue or
getting his
pink?
kid. I got one more thing
It's
to
got a
do.
little blood on it, but it's okay.
And the
Yeah.
biggest lesson was leave a note for the cops.
Yeah.
So that's what we got for this episode of of our podcast. Thank you for tuning in on our chat and joining us on our stream chat. We hope you enjoyed as much as we enjoyed reviewing and drinking to this movie. Our next episode will be, again, as I stated before, we have no fucking clue. So this is wrapping up the trilogy of the Christmas time. We'll try to get one more episode in for end of the year. We'll probably do another special, maybe, I don't know. We did This Is the End last year because of the pandemic entire thing. Maybe we should wrap it up, possibly talks around of the South Park pandemic special.
There's a part 2 coming. Did you see that?
It's
Oh
already
my
out.
God.
Oh, is it out already? Oh,
There's actually, so there's been like 3 of them right now that's going on. So we may have to do
the
them all.
fourth one is out now.
So there's 4.
Wait,
And they're all adults the entire time?
Yeah,
No. The last
Wait,
2 are.
we saw the one here. There's
Yeah, that's post-COVID.
yeah.
Now
Now,
it's
there's 2 more that have been.
no. So
Oh,
now
okay,
the
okay.
fourth one is post-COVID, the return of COVID.
Oh, you mean the 4th special?
The 4th
Okay, all right. I
special,
thought you meant there was
yeah.
4 post-COVID. I was like, what the
Oh no.
Okay, all right.
No.
So possibly this entire thing. I think we may have to do that right now. We haven't decided. We'll see what's going on. Maybe
Relate.
take
It's
some-
been the whole fucking time.
take some suggestions. Again, if you want to be part of the Reels, Booze, and Bros, aka RB2 podcast, check us out on our website, which is again reelsboozebros.com. Follow us on social media. Our Twitch channel is RB2 podcast. We love you guys joining us tonight again. Thank you, everyone. That's it for us. That's cheers. And you want us to make us some sandwiches?